Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and as you might have seen in a previous video, I've received a huge box over here from Michael Hewett. So Michael got in touch with me and said he would like to send us some more stuff. I know there's some slipcovers in here, and there's also some movies, he said. And he said that his partner Elaine said it would be good for you to have my Blu-ray doubles so we can make room for more. Now it's absolutely brilliant. This I mean, like I say, that this thing is huge. So I'm going to get into it. I don't know what's in here. I just know that it's a mixture, as far as I know, of slipcovers and Blu-rays as well. So I'll get into it. Also on here, it does say it weighs 2.81 kilograms. Yep, it is that heavy. Okay, so nurse scalpel. Thank you. I always do that, don't I? Put it that close. It looks like I'm putting it close to my head. It's not, but one of these days, So yeah, so let's get into this and see what we've got. Also, on a side note, that Debs doesn't like me using this. She said it's far too short, and one of these days you'll have an accident. I said to her, says, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's see what's in here. So there is a note in here, and it says, Hi John, I hope you like the slipcovers and the Blu-rays enclosed. I am more than happy to give you the slipcovers as you collect them. I only keep slipcovers for my favourite movies, otherwise I don't really have any use for them. The slips that Matt Chapman sent were amazing, and I'm sure you will find Blu-rays to match them. Yeah, I'm busy looking in CX. If I find anything that's got a slipcover that goes on there, as you see, I'm gonna definitely get as many as I can with them. It's quite a nice little thing to do when you're out. I really like your channel, especially all the shout outs and channels you recommend, like Euphoria Pictures, just to name one. So yeah, so the best thing about being a channel, and anybody can be a channel, and you know, you just, if you see somebody doing something, you say go and have a look at that channel. So, and I mean, a lot of people have given me shout outs in the past, and it's really done my channel no world of help. So yeah, shout outs are a big thing actually. My favourites of your videos are your 80s video nasties, as I grew up watching most of them. Yeah, well, the video nasties one, I love doing them. I think I've caught up with the sort of video nasties to me that I'm at, but I know there's a few coming out now, and I'm going to start getting a few from the States and that. I'm busy trying to sort out ones that are like affordable, because some of the ones you get are just astronomical prices for really cheap DVDs. So I'm still in the process of doing that. It's a slow process, and I do hope to get more towards the end of the month, because it's the end of the year, because there's quite a few coming up. So, but the video nasties, it's not stopped. It's just that I'm busy sourcing out some more. But thanks for that. I do really like the video nasties. That's one of my favourite parts of this channel as well. Really looking forward to your video on slipcovers and your thoughts on them. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a video about what I think about slipcovers. Now I filmed a bit to do with the slipcovers, but I need to sort of bookend that with like more of my thoughts on it, and also a bit more into the whole slipcovers thing, especially with 4Ks at the minute, which is driving us nuts. Very best wishes, Michael Hewett. So thanks, Michael. It's great to hear when somebody says that they watch your channel and they talk about things that they on the channel, and they say, I like this, I like that, and it's just great to hear that somebody's watching and they do take kind of notice of what you're saying. I don't mean take notice and to say, oh, I'm going to tell everybody what to do. It's just that they can remember what I've talked about. So yeah, thanks, Michael. Really appreciate that. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to try and go into this as blind as I can. I'm going to try and lift the stuff out. I know there's packaging on the top of this, but I don't want to sort of take it all out and go, oh, I've seen all of the thing. I want to just try and get as much of a surprise as I can, as you will. And I think that's the best thing I like about this, is because I want it. It's a bit like a Christmas present. You get it, and you don't want to know what it is, and you don't want to sort of get the surprise spoiled for you by seeing them before you. So that's why I'm trying to do this with one hand and try not to see, but I'm trying to get out. Yep. So that's. I've got a packaging, loads of packaging. Take notes, Amazon. I've got a box. Well, let's say a group of movies here. I know these are slipcovers. So yeah, I'll open it up, and like I say, I'm not going to look, but I'm going to put them on one side, and you see them when I see them. So, okay, and there's a ton more after this. This video is going to be a long video, so be prepared. So first up is Troll Hunter. Now, funnily enough, I was looking at this the other day, because I've got Troll Hunter with a slipcover, and I bought one to give away to somebody with a slipcover, but they hadn't got it, but I've given it to somebody else. And I do know that I went looking at my slipcover actually to see what it's like, and it's not the best of conditions, if I'm honest. And this one here is, this is one of my favourite slipcovers. Look at that, it's absolutely brilliant. But I do know that my slipcover isn't that good. It's quite grubby around the top. So this one will be getting swapped out, and that's brilliant. This is one of my favourite slipcovers of all time, actually. So this is more or less brand new, so that's definitely getting swapped out. Brilliant. Next up is is that wow. I've got this movie. I love the original. I didn't know if I was going to like this one. I got it dead cheap for £1, and I think it's a pretty good movie. I think for some reason it really works. I try to treat it as a different movie from The Bad Lieutenant. I think that Nicolas Cage does his own sort of spin in it. But I'm going to have a quick look to see if it's got a slip on it. Can I see it? So it's up there and it hasn't got a slip, and it's lenticular. I would have never known at all that this was a lenticular slip. So wow, brilliant on that. That's stunned on that one. Next up is Pompei. Wow, look at that slip. It actually looks really good on camera. Very stands out, that thing. I haven't got this movie at all, but that's the one I'm going to put to one side. I'm going to put a pile there, but this is the ones I'm going to try and look for in CX. And obviously if I see it hasn't got a cover, it doesn't matter because I've got a cover now. These are all in fantastic condition, by the way. So yeah, that's in this sort of for CX pile. Now you can feel it, a lenticular cover with your fingertips, so you know that the one's there. So this is lenticular as well. So it is Sherlock Holmes. Now this, I've got this movie, definitely got it. I've got the other one as well, but I don't know if this has got a slipcover or not. I don't even know if it's got a lenticular slipcover, so I'm putting that in the pile for swapping over. This is in fantastic condition as well, so that's a great lenticular, isn't it? You get the two characters on there, Holmes and Watson. Good movie actually, Guy Ritchie, I believe. So yes, so that's one for the swapping over pile or putting on pile. So I can see it and it hasn't got a slip on, so that's one to get slipped. That might be a new phrase I'm coining. Next up is Cars. Now, I think this is a great movie. I absolutely love this movie. Wow. I don't have 3D capability, but I do like these 3D slips. I don't think I've got this actually. I don't even know it's on a 4K. But I do like it. And I do this slip. These slips are so deep. They're amazing. This one really looks like it's coming out with you. Whatever his name is. Yeah, I do think this is a great movie, and I don't think I've got the slip for this. I don't know if I've got the movie. I think my son might have it, but it probably is on DVD from when he was young. This is another one. I can pick this easily up in CX, so I'm going to put that in my CX pile. I don't think I own it, but I would have it, definitely. So that's Cars. Next up is Minions. Oh, wow, another lenticular. Now, I love Minions. I think it's a great movie. And I do know I've got it. Have I got it with a slipcover? Actually, I don't have it, but I think the movie's really good. So, yeah, that's in the CX pile. That's Minions. Next up is... oh, now, I've definitely got this. Or my son's got it. And it definitely hasn't got a cover. I'm sure if we've still got it, it hasn't got a cover. That's Robocop. That's a remake. I actually thought this movie was okay. It wasn't a patch on the original one. I think it took out a lot of things the original one had, like for this sort of like dark humour. This one doesn't have it in, but I do think the movie in general is a watchable movie, although it never ever got any further than this movie. It's got a good cast as well, but great lenticular, absolutely brilliant. These are all lenticulars as well. I wasn't even expecting any lenticulars. Wow. So that's Robocop, the remake, but I'm pretty sure we've got this, but I'm definitely sure it hasn't got a slipcover because I've never seen lenticular slipcover for this one. So that's Robocop. Next up is Night of the Dead. Black Death was only the beginning. Now, this one here is, I don't know anything about this movie, never even heard of it, but it looks like it could be like a zombie horror in medieval times. What's not alike? This will be another one for getting for in CEX. Great slip that, mine. Goes bounce, the light bounces off it. Oh, it does really when it catches it. Absolutely brilliant. That's in the CEX pile. So that's Night of the Dead. Next up is, I'm going to try and get these out the right way around because I'm pulling them out like upside down. Let's see if I can do this right way around. Yep. Total Recall. Now, weirdly enough, I don't know why, I had no intention of ever seeing this movie. I know I've got recently got a slip for the original Total Recall on DVD. I think Blu-ray. I was going to get it on 4K the other day, but I couldn't find it in 4K. But this one is a one that you can find cheap as chips in CX. This will definitely go on in the pile, the CX pile, which and I'll pick it up. It's quite fun actually going to CX and picking up these titles for literally pounds here, 50 pences even, and you can put a slip on them, put them on in the collection, and watch them at your leisure, but have a nice version of it. So that's Total Recall, the remake. What's it like? I don't really know. I've got a feeling it's not going to be one that I'm going to enjoy, but you never know. I'm going to give it a shot though. Next up is Arrival. Yes, I've got this, and it has not got a slip on it. Now, I've been told of Keith from Euphoria Pictures, linked down below if I haven't linked them already. I know I've talked about them. This one here is, I got it from, I knew that the 4K wasn't meant to be a huge upgrade over the Blu-ray, so I got the Blu-ray cheap from CEX, and of course it didn't have a slip on at all, did it? But it has now, so that's going in the pile of definitely getting a slip on. So amazing, that one. That's a brilliant one. I do like Amy Adams. I think I would buy any movie with her in it. Next up is Into the Storm. Oh, it's got some nice embossing there. Never heard of this one, if I'm honest. That'll be a CEX pile, and lovely slipcover. I would imagine it's a disaster movie, sort of like a what's it called, the one with the tornadoes going all over the place. Can't think of Twister. I would imagine it's like that. But yeah, so that's Into the Storm, and the one for the CX pile. Lovely slipcover, that. I like them sort of embossings, and they put sort of like a different. Is it spine emboss? Yes, the spine embosses as well. The box ticked. Next up is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I have got both of them, but I know that one of them doesn't have a slipcover. I can't see from here. I don't know which one it is, but I do need a slipcover for one of them. I'm not too sure which one it is, but wow, that's going to go in the pile of going up there. I must wear my glasses when I'm doing this, because I'm quite blind when I'm looking at these things. Now this film here, this film here is I've just seen one there. Is this box set is going to be that big? I think I might have to cut this video into two. We'll see how it goes. So next up is, who I saw there when I looked over, is Saw 3D. I do know that this is an amazing, yeah, if you can see how deep that sort of lenticular is, it does really come out of the picture. Now, my son has got all the Saws in his bedroom. I know that because I haven't got them here. Although, have I got Saw 1? No, I haven't. But we do watch them, and he's got them in his room because he watches them more than me. I do like the films. I do like this movie. I like them all. Even Jigsaw. So this one is definitely going into his collection if he hasn't got it. I'm not too sure if he has or not. He might have, but in a way, if the picture of the slip on it's rubbish, then this one will get upgraded. So I'm going to put that over in me swap over ones. That's Saw 3D. Lovely slip. These lenticular slip covers are like a work of art, I find. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do the lenticular, how they make it work. Next up is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now, I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter, but that's kind of a bit of a lie because I did like the first three movies. I just never got past them. But I do know my son probably has got these on Blu-ray, probably. I don't know if he still watches them though. But it's a lovely slip. So this will go in the pile for, I'm going to put a pile next to it to say probably ones that I don't know if I'll use the slipcover. So I've got to apologise, Michael, I'll not be maybe using every single thing in this box. But it's great to have this in the collection if I do need to maybe give it to a family member who's getting into stuff like that and needs to get these slipcovers, which will probably be non-existent by the time that people collect them in the future. So that's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Next up is Life of Pi. Now it's a bit strange this, because I'm pretty sure that this doesn't have a slip on the 4K. Now this would be one of the ones that I would not get on 4K. I might be thinking of the Blu-ray, but I do want to see this movie. First of all, I wasn't really that bothered with it, but the more I hear about it, the more I think it's worth a watch. It's going to be worth a watch. So this is going to go in the CEX pile. But I do think there's a 4K out of this. But that's a lovely slipcover. I've never seen a slipcover before. There's a few slipcovers I'm seeing on here, and I'm thinking never ever seen this one before. So that's The Life of Pi. Next is, I'm getting these all the wrong way around. Oh, Jurassic Park 3D. A lot of 3D stuff here. I've never been one for 3D just because I haven't had the capability, but I do like the thought of them. I've watched them at the movies. Now I have got these on 4K. It's like a box set. Now I don't think the box set has any slipcovers in it. I don't think. I might be able to put this on over the top of the Blu-ray, the 4K that's in there, probably. Just so I've got it. I don't think I've got it in the house in any other shape or form, but I'll keep it there in case I have. So that's Jurassic Park 3D. I love the look of Jurassic Park. I think it's one of the best sort of like looking franchises for like covers and stuff like that. So next up is, I'm pulling these all the way to, I Frankenstein. Now I've got that one, and it's over there. If I can find it, it's right on the end of the things. Yep, and I haven't got a slip. Well, I have now. That's brilliant. So that's 3D as well. I honestly didn't know that this was a 3D release. So yes, so that's the one that's going in the pile for, it's getting big, the pile that I'm going to put slips over the top. That's I Frankenstein. So at the end of the video, or the end of this section of the video that I'm going to do, depending on how long it's going, it's 25 minutes already. I want to sort of show you what they look like on the discs themselves. Next up is The Martian. Now this is the one that I've always seen in Poundland and never picked it up. I have seen the movie. I did think the movie is great. I do think that I've heard that the picture quality on it isn't that much of a jump from the Blu-ray to the 4K. So I'll definitely get the 4K, the Blu-ray of this. I had no intention of getting the 4K because for that reason. But if I saw it cheap enough, I probably would. But I've got a slip to put over the top of it. Now these ones are the ones that, if I get a 4K, this will go in there. And some of these ones, the slips are long gone, and they didn't even have ones on. So these are ones that I can put like to one side and see what I turn up in CX. Do I get the 4K or do I get the Blu-ray? Obviously, if the 4K is cheap enough, I will put the 4K in here. So that's The Martian. Good movie that, actually. Next up is, you know, I used to always watch this as a kid, and I used to love it. Now I haven't seen any of these ones, but I do know that I saw this in Poundland, and I was tempted to get it, but it didn't have a slip. And it was funny to think that, you know, for £2 you're not going to pick someone up, but this is the one that you can get cheap as chips in CX. So that's going in the CX pile. But I do know that, I don't know who stars in this movie, but I was always a fan of like Peanuts and Snoopy as a kid on TV. So next up is Cumber, A Zebra's Tail. Now this is this would be part of the, what they're called again, because I've got some of these. So I'm struggling to remember which franchise these came from, but I do know I like the franchise. It's got Steve Buscemi, Richard E. Grant, Catherine Tate, and Liam Neeson in this, and doing the voices in this one. So that's good. So that's another one for the CX pile. Next is Arthur Christmas. Now this is another one that I love. These type of movies, man. Don't get us wrong. I've got quite a lot of them over there. I might have this one over there, but I can't see from here because it's just that little bit too far for my eyes. I can't see things. But I will put this in the CEX one, because like I say, these ones you're getting literally for pounds or 50 pences. And me and the Debs do watch these movies and get a lot out of them. So that's Arthur Christmas 3D. Next up is Escape from Planet Earth. Brendan Fraser, Sarah Jessica Parker, Jessica Alba, and Ricky Gervais. Believe it or not, big fan of Ricky Gervais. His latest one that he did on Netflix, so funny. Wow. Some of the things he says is unreal. That'll be an instant purchase if I can find it in CEX. It will be in CEX. That'll be going, because that's them type of things are right up my alley. That's Escape from Planet Earth. Next is Justin and the Knights of Valor 3D. So you must have a lot of 3D. You probably still got your 3D capability, I would imagine, Michael. This has got embossing on as well. Big fan of embossing. And debossing as well. That doesn't get used that much. Never heard of this movie. It's probably got a good cast. So it's got Antonio Banderas, Charles Dance, Tamsin Edgerton, Rupert Everett, Barry Humphries, Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, Mark Strong. Mark Strong gets in a lot of things. Deborah likes him. David Williams. Not too keen sometimes. He is good and he's not good. Julie Walters, Olivia Williams, and Julie Walters. So yeah, so that's got a great cast. Sometimes the cast can make these movies. They can make them so funny if they do them the right way. So that's Justin and the Knights of Valor. Next is Rio II. I went to cinema to see this, believe it or not. I had a really good time with it, actually. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of birds, but this was a really good movie to watch in the cinema. And actually, I think we did see it in 3D, believe it or not. So yeah, so this, I've never seen Rio 2, but sorry, Rio 1, but I would watch it. And Rio 2 was one of these, like I say, I could watch these all the time. I think it's so enjoyable. And obviously on this this new TV, if I get them, they will look that bit better, because obviously colours just look exceptional in it. So that's Rio 2. This is my big pile for CEX. So this is the stuff I'm going to have to travel to CEX with. Well, take them with us, but you know, take pictures of what I wanted. And you do see these type of movies in the CEX all the time. Next up is The Book of Life. Now I remember this being in Poundland, and I picked it up. I don't know if it's got a slipcover. I will check that one out. That's going in the pile of ones to swap over. But I do know I've got the movie. And last in this section, and there's tons to come, mind, is the Smurfs II. Now, funny enough, this one here, I do know, and it probably won't be there when I go the next time. In HMV, they're selling the 4Ks of these for £3.49. I thought I'd get them just to see what they look like, visually wise. And I don't know if I think some of them might add a slipcover and some of them might not. But if they haven't, they have now. So I'm going to keep that for. I would imagine as well, they might be cheap as chips in where you see them in CEX. So that's a definite one. There's a load of these ones that are like these sort of animation ones, which we collect all the time. So that's the Smurfs 2. So next up, I can feel some movies here. So I'm going to pull some movies out and just take a look through them. First off is Bullet in the Head. Now, this is a Stallone movie. I'm really into Stallone at the minute. Never seen this movie. I do know that I think this is a remake of the movie, the martial arts. Well, I'd say martial arts. The Asian movie, Bullet in the Head. I think this is Bullet to the Head. Also, that was a great title, Bullet in the Head. But this one here is it's a later Stallone one, but I do want to watch it. He's got all these like crazy tattoos on as well. Yes, so that's great. That's a one I was definitely thinking of picking up when I saw it cheap. So that's Bullet to the Head. So next up is now on a previous one, on a previous video, and I don't know if Michael saw this, I got the slipcover for Ocean's 11. Where's me ladders? I got the slipcover for Ocean's 11, and that says, oh, if I could get a box set with the rest of them in, I would stick it in there, not thinking there was ever one. But what's here? Oceans 11, 12 and 13. Now Deborah is a big fan of these ones, and also, to be honest, I think they're quite good. Even the one with the up-to-date one with the women in was all right. It wasn't too bad at all. Now I'm not going to say that it's bad because it's got women. It's not that at all. It was like a female-led cast. So that is amazing. That is going to, Deborah will be very pleased when she sees that one. So that's Oceans 11, 12 and 13. Wow. But you must have known about that one, Michael, or else it was just a massive coincidence. Unbelievable. Look what I've just seen. Wow. Well, yeah, this is for Deborah. You better believe it. I just opened that and put it on the floor. I didn't see it. I've just noticed it there. So, wow, she's going to be made up with that. So thanks once again for that, Michael. I'm going to keep that on actually when I come in. I go, oh, look what someone sent you. You've got subscriber mail, Deborah. You're a legend, I'll say. So I'm going to take this back up and I'm going to say to the Debs, you've got some subscriber mail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a few more things. I think I've got like halfway through. I'm going to continue on with it, but I'm going to cut this video into 2 parts, and you'll see the full thing if you put the 2 parts together. I'm going to unbox a couple more things here, and then I'm going to unbox the rest of them, and that'll be a video coming up down the line. But once again, Michael, this is amazing. I'm having so much fun opening this. So next up is this is a triple feature of Salvage, wow, Memory and Mortuary. Now I think these are probably region 1s if I'm guessing. I do like these movies, mind. Mortuary, yes, Toby Hooper. I thought it's got to be his because I think obviously he had a movie out, which is this one. So I'm really interested in seeing that one. I don't know about the other ones. I don't know what Memory or Salvage is, but that'll be great. This is I do like these sort of. I'm sure it's a US release, and you get. Oh yeah, so you get a Blu-ray and a DVD actually. So that's pretty good actually. Yep. So that's a triple pack there of Salvage, Memory, Mortuary. Next up is a bit of a heavy one here, and it is, like I say, individually wrapped. So wow. This is oh, look at that. Now I do like, now this looks like it's this could be Italian. I'm only reading it off there. It's got that Italian reading down there. Now this looks like a DVD, but it also looks like it's a really big special edition DVD. Never seen this before. See how we get into this. Wow, look at that. Oh, look at this. I'll open it the other way. Well, you can see where you're going with this one. Yeah, so if I can turn it round the other way. There you go. You guessed it, it's a chainsaw. Now this, wow, what's this? This has got like, it looks as if it's got, it's like, it's metal, and it might be one that you could maybe put on the cover of here, maybe, I'm not too sure, but never seen anything like that before. You also get a wallet in here, which has got some more cards there, and in the back of it you've got these things there. That's a nice touch. These look like it could be sort of crime scene photographs. I think they deliberately look like they're meant to be aged and got coffee spilt all over them. Nice little touch that. Yep, the hammer and the saw evidence. Brilliant. So this is such an amazing. Like I say, I've never ever seen this before. Now I'm going to say this Texas Chainsaw Massacre here. So this set is incredible. It's probably one of the best DVDs I've ever seen. It's got embossing all over it. It says it's a Region 1 release, although it's got, like I say, it's got writing on there which seems like it's from, like it looks like, to me it looks like maybe Spanish. I'm not too sure of the origin of this one. I know that Michael will tell us more about it, but that's sensational. That what a package that is. Now this is the remake. I'm going to say 2003 remake. That's me guessing, but wow, unbelievable. That's it's amazing when you get stuff like this. You've never ever seen them before, and they come like so much out of the blue. So that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. So what I'll do on the next video is I will put the slips onto the movies that I know that I've got and do need slips in them. So you'll get part 2 coming up very soon. I'm going to go and film it now, so then I'm going to get in touch with Michael and just tell him my thoughts on this amazing subscriber mail box opening set. Wow. So just want to say thank you once again, Michael, and part 2 should be coming up quite soon. So thanks for watching. You take care, especially you, Michael, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Stick it! Stick it! Stick it! Stick it!